Hello fellow cyborgs, and welcome to another Hindsight is 2020 video where I talk to you about some books I plan on rereading. So these are 3 YA middle grade series that I want to reread this year. So technically I'm not going to reread Abarat, but I do want to reread the second and third books in the unfinished series this year. I reread Abarat in 2018, I think, and this was a 5-star read in my adolescence in high school, and then it dropped to a 3-star read when I reread it. So I'm anticipating a similar thing happening with the other books in the series, but I just wanted to confirm that and also just reevaluate these series because right now book 2 has 5 stars on Goodreads and book 3 has 3, and I want to make sure that those ratings are accurate reflections of my opinions now in 2020. So looking forward to continuing this series by Clive Barker, and not really expecting much, but benefit of the doubt, let's just see. I also want to reread the books in The Princess Tales by Gail Carson Levine. This is the first book that I read, even though this is book 2, I think. And I have 6 of these, and I'm not sure if 6 is the total, but anyway, I remember picking this up when I was a youngin', I don't even remember how young, because it's like this small hardcover and it's like tall and skinny, and the format is what attracted me. There were no mermaids in this, so at the time I shouldn't have been interested, but the book was just so cute that I wanted to read it. And I remember really liking these and how they turn fairy tales on their head and they make our fairy tale heroines like not dum-dums, and it kind of corrects some of the like gender issue flaws and also makes the characters more like people rather than archetypes. So I'm interested to give you my thoughts on this series after I reread all 6 of them, and I'm hoping they'll be quick, fun, enjoyable reads. I also have the Abhorsen trilogy by Garth Nix, which I'm not sure is a trilogy anymore. I know he came out with like Clariel, which I didn't really like that much, and then Golden Hand, I think, in the last 3 years or so, which I really don't want to read because I don't want it to ruin the original trilogy. So Sabriel is the first book in the initially it was a trilogy by Garth Nix, and I love these books. I remember loving them. I remember there being like bells on a bandolier, and that has to do with like summoning spirits or controlling spirits. Death is like this river with 7 different gates. I remember it being just like such an interesting world with characters that I really enjoyed, and I get this really like warm fuzzy feeling when I think about the world of the Abhorsen books, and I am really eager to reread these. I'm thinking I might do the audiobooks. They're narrated by Tim Curry, which I don't know if that's a positive or a negative thing. If for some reason I don't like it, then I can switch to the papers. But I remember like sneaking these into math class and reading them because I just didn't want to put them down. The second book in the series was my favorite, but we'll see what, 29-year-old Amanda thinks about these books. I haven't read them for years, so we'll just have to find out. So those are 3 YA middle grade series that I want to revisit as an adult. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, continue to be lovely.